Right, so we're here with Olli from Oeksound.
Hey,
Olli.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
So, what we have here is Soothe Live. We've been working on it for 3.5 years now. We finally managed to get it out. It's been quite a ride. So basically, our technology behind Soothe, coding resonances automatically, trying to detect like obnoxiously harsh frequencies or excessive boominess and that sort of thing in live audio, and then applying a reduction, reducing the resonances. And doing that, we've got it down to 1 millisecond, and basically you can now run, if you're using the SXL, you can run it on almost every channel. You have 54 mono instances per card. So it's
wow, that's great.
Has been quite a feat, in my opinion, but it's been quite a ride as well.
Excellent. Yeah, because I think I came here last year and you just released the live version. So what's changed in the last 12 months?
No, actually, last year when we were here, we had just got it out to beta, but it wasn't quite ready yet. And then we took the full year to do a beta testing on it and just improving it. So I think we went through like 4 versions of beta to actually get it done. We had some top engineers using it on shows like Muse and Rage Against the Machine, Roger Waters, to actually get a proper feedback on how we should improve it, and we got very, very valuable feedback on the aspects that it sort of things that it did work and things that it should work a bit better. And just going through, we during the beta we cut the latency from 2 milliseconds to 1 millisecond to be able to use it in monitoring better and that sort of thing.
Exactly. So it's a tremendously powerful tool. I know so many people that swear by your plugins. You know, they've really changed.
We've been very fortunate with the reception, and we've been very happy to work with this sort of technologies, because I find it very inspiring. And it has always been, especially with Soothe Live, it has always been our dream and my dream to realize the technology for live sound, to be able to use it on live shows, because that's where you have, even like when you think about it, in studio you have even more time, and you have time to sort of fiddle around. But especially when you go live and you have all this pressure, the timetable, the scheduling, you have a short sound check, trying to get it all sit together, and you have a bad mic positioning, or the singer is going all the way with the mic, or you have to like very suboptimal microphone positioning in general in live sound. And to be able to remedy that in a dynamic way, and sort of take into account the changing environment, the musicians moving and all that. So because live sound has so much less control in general, like from the sort of sound engineer's perspective.
Yeah, like many more variables to go wrong.
Yeah. So much more to take into account, and I found that the tools have not been quite up to the task. We hope that with Soothe Live it's a bit closer to the sort of, you get a bit more polished product. Like in terms of what you're doing as a mixing engineer, but also just because many of the studio engineers now, well, not even nowadays, have always done both studio and live sound. So just to bring the sort of a familiar tool into live sound setup, and sort of people have become accustomed to expect that they have this sort of technology like spectral processing and resonance suppression available. So to bring that, to make that available, it's been very nice to do.
And it looks like you have some new integration as well, according to your board here.
Pardon?
It looks like you have some new integration as well for Oeksound.
Yeah. SXL and HDX. Yeah, it's a Soothe Live is basically integrated into the SXL. It also runs on Pro Tools HDX System. So if you're doing a virtual soundcheck, or if you want to use it for example, if you're doing like recording session and you have your musicians using monitoring, you can just throw it there, because it's 1 millisecond latency, or around 1 millisecond, depending on the sample rate. But it's
amazing.
But what we made it for, like primarily, is the SXL console from Avid, and that's a sort of, it integrates quite nicely, like. Has all the touch screen things working and gestures. Yeah, just going through like having gestures and that sort of thing, trying to fit it nicely, the whole screen, or the available screen state, and that we've spent a lot of time just refining it and making it feel good on this particular platform, because that's what it's designed for.
Brilliant. And in terms of like pricing, is the Soothe Live a different product from Soothe itself?
Yes, it is completely different. It's being built from the ground up. It does share the sort of technological core, but as said, we've spent 3.5 years making it, and we have to build it from ground up. So it's a completely different product. It only runs on HDX. It doesn't have a native counterpart. It is only sort of. It can find users in studio as well, but it's intended for this setting and setup like solely.
Excellent.
So yeah, it's a completely different product, and
what pricing is it? Like how much is Soothe Live? How much is Soothe the original?
Soothe 2 is $199. Soothe Live is $899. So just to sort of the live sound business typically has a more sort of a smaller user base, so trying to recoup even some of those development costs there, because it has been very expensive to make. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and it's very specialist software.
Yeah, it's a very special
so
tool. Special tool for special need when you actually doing live sound and big production.
Well, thank you so much for showing us today, man. That's great.